So today this is the look that we will be doing. This is a Muriel inspired look from Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters the movie. So we're going to start off by filling in our brows. I am using a black retractable brow pencil by NYX, and I'm just going to fill in my brows. Using the back part of the brow pencil, it has a brush there. You can use that to blend in the color with your brow hairs. Now using this LA Girls Pro Conceal HD Concealer in Tan, you can find this in the beauty supply store. I'm going to use this concealer just to clean up my brows. And then now using a concealer brush, I'm going to blend out the concealer just a bit. Okay, so before I apply any latex to my face, I will be applying something greasy, a moisturizer, Vaseline, whatever you like. In this case, I am applying A&D ointment. And this is the latex that I will be using, and toilet paper, 2-ply. And I'm going to be applying the latex with a old brush, just a very thin layer at first, and then patting on one layer of the toilet paper on top of the latex. Okay, and we want to kind of pinch it to create texture and like veins. We're kind of going for like, you know, kind of like varicose veins kind of looking things. All right, so all you have to do after you apply the toilet paper is just rip off the excess. Don't throw it away because we will still use that for the rest of the face. Okay, try not to get liquid latex in your eyebrow hairs or in your hair. It will be very difficult to take off, and it probably will take off your eyebrow or something if you do get it in your eyebrow. Okay, so what I'm doing here is just trying to figure out if I can make a vein with that. Seeing that I couldn't, I took it off. So now I'm going to seal the edges of the toilet paper with some liquid latex. I do recommend using a sponge to apply the liquid latex because I did have some latex fall into my brows actually, and I took it out very quickly because the brush was leaking. So use a sponge if you're going to do this look. Alright, so there you see me applying another layer of toilet paper and saturating it with the liquid latex. I got my liquid latex from Party City. It was $16.99 for a pint of it. Alright, so I'm applying another thin layer of liquid latex using the small pieces of toilet paper that we had left over. We're going to apply that and kind of pinch it to create, like I said before, texture and the appearance of veins. We want it to look like bulging veins or varicose type of veins. Okay, so by pinching it, don't break the paper, by pinching it you can create the imitation of wrinkly, veiny, old skin. Okay, so I'm gonna apply a thin layer of the toilet paper all over my face. I'm pretty much doing the same thing, and if I need extra layers in any places, I will add it. I'm just gonna saturate that piece of toilet paper right there. Just make sure it's all wet. It's actually getting onto my baby hairs, but you know, I'm not gonna shave off the hairs on my face. So yeah. Okay, so here we're going to apply liquid latex to a slightly larger area, and as you can see, the paper has folded there. That's going to be one of our veins. Okay, this is going to be a larger vein. Okay, and we just kind of like push it together slightly, gently. You know, you do not want to break the paper. And we're going to just reapply some liquid latex to the rest of the face. Try not to get any liquid latex into your eyes. As you can see, the texture on my face is already showing. You can see the veins, the wrinkles, looking pretty good. You can also use your fingers to kind of roll the paper. You can do that if you want to. You always want to make sure you seal the edges of the paper. You do not want it coming loose while you're walking around scaring people, you know. Okay, you see, I'm going to apply some liquid latex to the chin area. Remember to push it together slightly just to create the texture. As you can see on the other side of my face, it looks pretty old and wrinkly. So that's what we're trying to go for. Wrinkly with veins, black veins. This one, I'm just going to twist the paper. I'm going to turn that one into a vein. You have to make sure that you get all the toilet paper nice and saturated with the liquid latex. So it could give you more of a kind of a realistic skin looking effect. So on the top of my nose, I wanted to make another vein looking texture. So I'm applying a bit of the toilet paper and making it into like a kind of like a stringy looking thing and just kind of gluing it down using the liquid latex. Make sure to get it nice and saturated. And now I'm doing the middle part of my nose, the upper part of my nose between the brows, kind of scrunching my face so that I could create the wrinkles so it will be a little easier for me to do. Wherever I scrunch it in, I'm pushing it into the wrinkle. That's an interesting look, huh guys? Alright, so now I'm doing above the lips, not putting too much liquid latex there because I do have hairs above my lips like most people, so they're very tiny, but I know they're there and I don't want it to feel like I'm waxing my upper lip when I take this off. So just putting a little bit first and then we're going to reapply if needed. And it's okay if the paper breaks while you're putting on the liquid latex. You can leave it there if you want to and just go over it. That's just helping create more textures to the face. Okay, so we're gonna make sure that's all nice and saturated with liquid latex. And then now I'm using my blow dryer on a cool setting, not the hot setting, cool setting, to dry my face. I'm gonna continue using that concealer as my base color for the rest of my face. And now that my face is dry, it's easier to apply a foundation color. You do not want to apply foundation or any wet product on top of wet liquid latex. It will damage and ruin your brush. So make sure it's all dry. I'm applying that by patting it on, not rubbing, patting it on. You can apply as many coats of this concealer or foundation if you want to use that as you want, just to make sure mostly everything is covered. I'm going to also cover my eyes. I'm kind of priming it because I will be putting some eyeshadows there. My contacts, by the way, are from Camo Eyes. These are the 3-tone aqua contact lenses. Okay guys, I believe you can order them today. They will arrive very quickly. Alright, so I'm using a matte brown eyeshadow and a blending brush and applying this into my transition area, and then I'm just gonna blend that out. It does not have to be perfect. And then using my Saucebox palette, I'm using the black color and a large eyeshadow brush and just applying this to the outer part of my lid, blending this in. It could be as messy as possible, and blending it also into the inner tear duct part of the eyelid. It does not have to be neat. You're a dirty witch, so yeah, you're not a glamorous witch, you're just dirty. Okay, so I'm applying some of that to the lower, underneath the lower lashes, and blending it out. You can blend out very messy as well. Blend it into the latex if you want to. Now using this top ivory color, I'm going to apply this to the center part of my lid. Applying this color to the center part of the lid will draw attention to your eyes. Alright, so now I'm using my eyeliner marker and I'm going to place a very messy line on my lash line. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then I'm going to line my waterline with some black eyeliner pencil from Black Opal. This one is in Licorice. Does not have to be neat, remember that. And we're going to start creating our veins. I'm extending my vein from the other side of my face to the part that I just finished. And you know, you guys could go really wild with your veins, or you know, just make it really perfect. But I think the messier it looks, the more realistic it looks. Okay, try not to get it too perfect. Okay, we want the veins to look like they're bulging. Okay, that's how we want them to look. That's why in certain spots I will be making the veins slightly thicker and darker. Not all over, but in some parts, so that it can look like, you know, most of the tiny veins are coming from that one big thick vein. My contact lenses, if I didn't mention you guys, is by Camo Eyes. I think I did. Did I? I don't remember. But everything you need for this look will be in the description box, including the contact lens info, where you can buy a liquid latex, and all the other products that I used. Make sure to get veins around the eyes. Alright, so I'm going to use this black eyeshadow again and a powder brush and just brush this gently or very lightly over my face. This will just help create some shadows in my face and give it some more dimension so it doesn't look like all one color, and it makes me look a little dirty, so that's what we're going for. Alright, so now I'm using a black lipstick by Wet n Wild. What am I doing? Okay, I remember what I was doing. I was stretching out my face because my face was getting very tight. So you can do that just to make sure you're able to talk. So this lipstick is by Wet n Wild and it's from the Fergie collection. I will put the name of it down below in the description box. I'm using my marker pencil just to extend some veins around my mouth. Now I'm going to apply some of that concealer to my neck area that will be showing and blending this out. And then I'll just apply some veins on my neck going down. And now, final touch, mascara. We needed that to complete our look. So I am wearing a corset by Orchard Corset, a black shirt from overstock.com, and a thrifted skirt. My wig is by Eva Wigs, and I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. See you next time, and happy Halloween!